Welcome into the Rosewood Wealth Management YouTube channel. I'm Ben George with John Stillman, Chartered Retirement Planning Counselor. Today we're talking about Social Security. Obviously a big decision on when to claim your Social Security, especially if you have a spouse. Maybe they're working a little bit longer than you are. What's the best course of action? We'll talk about that today. Please like and subscribe to the video if you haven't done that. We got a lot of content coming out talking about financial questions and topics, and of course, getting John's insight on all this stuff moving forward. John, how are you today? I know Social Security is a big topic with anyone that's in retirement or heading into retirement. Got to have a plan for it, right?
I don't know if it's the most popular question that I get asked, people asking about Social Security in one way or another, but if it's not the top one, it's the top two or three for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's a big part of everybody's retirement income, just about. So we've got a good question today I want to run by you and kind of get a better idea of how you would handle this situation from Liddy. She says, I always assume that I start my Social Security as soon as I retired, but I'm going to be getting several weeks of vacation paid out in my final paycheck. Plus, my husband will still be working for another 2 years, and I don't think I'll need that monthly income. So is it wise just to put it off and not start it immediately, or should I just go ahead and take the money since it's there?
Well, it's wise of you to be asking this, Liddy, because a lot of people will just say, all right, well, I'm retired. That means I'm supposed to have my Social Security coming in. And their mindset is what you just said. The money's there, so why not take it? But that could very well not be the right choice for you. I have a lot of clients who we do start their Social Security the month they retire. The paycheck stops and the Social Security starts the very next month. That happens a lot. We have a lot of people who are already retired and we're not planning to start their Social Security for another few years. We might put them off all the way until their max benefit at age 70. We have some people where that's the plan. And it could be a situation like Liddy is talking about because there are other income streams. And if you don't need the Social Security, well, we might as well put it off and let it get bigger before we turn it on. In fact, I can think of one couple where, they both have pretty good sized pensions. They have some dividends coming off of their investments that, they're not touching the principal. They're just living off that. Husband has his Social Security. Wife has not started hers. They already have more money coming in every month than they actually spend anyway. And so she's 66. We could start her Social Security and, get another $2,500 a month that they don't really need. So we haven't started it. Now, in their case, we're going to put it off. We're going to turn it on when she's 70. And then it's going to be like $4,000 a month that they don't really need. But, the tax plan says, well, let's at least not pay taxes on that money right now. So there are different ways to approach it. For a lot of people, there may not be enough investments there to even have the choice. And the day that you retire, you have to start the Social Security because you just legitimately can't generate enough income from your investments to give you the lifestyle that you need. So it all depends on your situation. And quite frankly, the more money you have saved, the more complex the Social Security decision becomes.
Okay.
I'm going to say that again. The more money you have, the more complex the Social Security decision is. People think of it the other way. They think, well, I don't have much saved for retirement, so I really got to make sure that I get the Social Security decision right in terms of when to start it. Well, no. If you have no money, the answer is very clear. You work as long as you possibly can, and you turn on Social Security at the latest age that you possibly can, because you're going to need as much income as you can get out of that system. But as you have more money, you have more choices, and then we have to decide, all right, what's really going to be best here? And there can be a lot of factors that determine when we want to turn the Social Security on in your case. If you don't have a lot of longevity in your family, if nobody in your family lives past their late 70s, well, maybe we're leaning toward starting Social Security a little bit earlier because you may not live long enough to really get the benefit of getting that higher monthly amount if you did put it off to a later age. But if you have a lot of longevity in your family, maybe we do want to put it off. If you have a lot of money in tax-deferred accounts, 401ks, IRAs, things like that, maybe we want to spend some of that down. Go ahead and pay the taxes on it today at today's tax rates and not have as much of a tax time bomb for down the road. Well, if that's the case, then maybe we do put off your Social Security because we want to have more headroom in our lower tax bracket or two to be able to pull more money out of IRA. So it totally depends on your situation. People think there's some magic answer, magic age, as to when they should start their Social Security. And that's just not how it works. It's all actuarial table based. So no matter when you start it, your break-even age is going to be about 83. If you start it at 70 and you're getting almost $4,000 a month, you're going to, by age 83, you will have gotten the same amount of money that you would have gotten if you started at 62 and you were getting $1,700 a month. It's just more money for fewer months or more months with fewer money. And then if you live past 83, for every month that you live past 83, you would have been better off to have started it later and gotten a bigger benefit. So a lot of moving parts. Part of the challenge is we can't tell the future and know how long you're going to live. So we really try to base it around the tax plan now and, reasonably how much of your other assets can we afford to draw down while we wait to start your Social Security. In the case of Liddy that you mentioned here, she doesn't have to draw any investment income to make this work. She's saying she has her husband's paycheck. She's got some vacation that's going to pay out on her own. Yeah, it seems like a pretty easy answer in her case. We're probably not going to start the Social Security because we just don't need to. So depends on your situation. Make sure you have a plan before you pull that trigger. Very good question, Liddy. And if you find yourself in that situation where you're coming up on Social Security, you need to make a decision about that, whether it be, you and your spouse are going to retire at different times, or you're going to continue to work a little bit into retirement, whatever your situation might be. You need to have a plan for Social Security. And as you can tell, it's complicated. So you want to have someone on your side to help you sort through that. Again, you can always get in touch with Rosewood Wealth Management at 800-545-2991, or just get on John's schedule. Go to meetwithjohn.com. Again, if you like this video, if it's been helpful, please hit like and subscribe on the channel. We'd appreciate your support there. Help us continue to grow. And John, we'll do it again soon. Yes, sir. Always a pleasure.
Carolina Wealth Stewards doing business as Rosewood Wealth Management is a registered investment advisor in the state of North Carolina. The material presented is intended to be general information and should not be construed by any consumer as the rendering of personalized investment advice.